Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white.
Talk about
There's
not
probably
seeing
some
the
way to
forest for the
enhance this back
trees.
at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back. Grandpa in uniform with 2 other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training, McConnell Air Force Base, 1941. Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this. It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately. It's the penny I found in the briefcase. Looks like it was minted the same year I was born. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there. The tape I found in the briefcase, labeled answering machine. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto.
That's what you're calling it.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, don't fast forward here.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
That didn't sound ominous in the slightest.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write.
I'm assuming that was our mom.
Yep. It's my guess.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky.
What a name.
It happened to me too. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
That is an unfortunate name.
Take another look at the... Well, I think you need to talk to her, don't you?
Yeah.
Very well, dear.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was
Okay, so we're in
stationed there
Kansas.
sometime during the war. I believe they're still training young
So
boys
she'd
for
be
jobs.
essentially our Auntie M.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops, until he passed.
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Does the nickname Cocky mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another.
My brother-in-law's call sign is Rampage.
Can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no
Pretty sure
idea
named
how
for the
he
video
managed
game.
to land on his
Eh.
Uh,
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
Give it time.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
Hello, Air Force.
I found this book in the attic. Recognize it?
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once.
You bought your husband a
He was
math
always
book?
fascinated
What
with
is wrong
numbers.
with you?
I believe that math could explain everything in this world.
He was a man
This
of
actually
science.
reminds
There's
me
no
of a
denying that.
Lovecraft-inspired book I have.
Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
You know,
Yes, I haven't seen that
back when I
picture
was
in
about
years.
12,
This was taken when
I
Joseph was
actually
stationed at
asked my
Air
parents
Force
for...
Base.
It wasn't
That's
a
him
straight
right
up
there on
math
the
book,
left.
it was like a
What
book
about
of
the other
math
two?
puzzles.
Don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back.
See, that's different. That's a
Mhm.
puzzle
And on the
book.
right was
Yeah.
Joseph's best friend.
But it was largely, the puzzles were largely there to teach you, like, advanced mathematics.
Yeah. I had a couple of
Do you
those as a
recognize this key,
kid.
Grandma? I found it in the attic.
I'm afraid not, dear.
One I got was specifically called
What can you
Eureka.
tell me about Charles
Hmm.
Wade?
It involved a castle.
I do know he has made quite a name for himself.
I think
since
there were a
he and
couple of
Joseph
puzzles
went
with
to
castles
war
in them, but other than that, no.
Apparently, he came
Okay.
up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid
Nope.
not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know
Evil
of.
cults, Satan, you know, the usual.
Yeah.
Does this coin mean anything to you, Grandma?
I'm afraid not, dear.
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
I think you specifically... Did you actually show her the photo?
Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Look at this
Look at this.
photograph.
I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
Bye, Grandma.
Can you
I'll
show
be
her
back
the
later.
overexposed
So
photo? Does that do anything?
Can't imagine she'd know of anything there.
Grams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university. See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s. That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think. Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair.
So you can give it back.
Planes, planes, and more planes.
Not planes, trains, and automobiles?
Planes, planes.
Even looks like there's a model plane on top of that bookcase.
An intricate toy airplane with moving
Yeah.
parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them.
But we need to find people now, and what better way to find people than with the phone book?
Here.
But first, we're gonna do donuts in Grandma's lawn.
And we're not apologizing for it either.
Nope.
Well, there's one way to make sure you are invited back.
Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but
Either that or
a
he's
long
like
shot
under
to have an office in
special
Cornwall County anyway.
Secret
I could
Service
get a hold of him
stuff.
some other way.
And
Nope,
then
couldn't find it.
McConnell.
All right, got it.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi, I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing.
No, ma'am.
Ask away.
What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
You're talking to him, ma'am.
Air Force bases in the U.S. established during World War
Lady,
I.
you want a tour, you're gonna have to pay for like everybody else.
The McConnell Flight School is well renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogs
Real
in
nice.
U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante,
Except no Tim Curry.
Brett Xavier Myers trained at this very base. Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson. Do you recognize the aviator call sign, Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
This isn't current, though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Any suggestions?
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
The billionaire. He was stationed at McConnell?
He was, up until the point when he founded Wade Industries in the 60s.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Oh, can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
It won't work now.
Yeah.
All right, then.
We just need the right phone.
Yep.
All right, that's all.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Time for some giggly shenanigans.
I think there's something we can do in the cemetery as well.
Oh yeah, there's someone to meet. I got as far as day 3 when I decided, yeah, we need to LP this. And I must go in as blind as possible. There you are.
Hey, kid.
Hi yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Huh. I like you.
Listen, you little
You're
shit.
not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
Oh.
I don't see her.
Yeah.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
You're dumb, Kathy.
Like, where's your mom? Clearly she's in the hole.
Is that the tomb of Vincent Price?
A family mausoleum.
Maybe.
It says Price. The family must
But
have
he's
been
not
very
actually
thirsty.
dead. He's a Dracula.
Rest in peace, Grandpa.
Yeah, so was Bela Lugosi. What's your point?
Conwell Springs. I never thought
I
I'd
think if
return
we
to
look
this
at one of the
place.
graves, something will happen.
Will we get sucked into him?
Alright, this is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family.
Why?
Because they might know something.
Wouldn't that just dredge up a lot of things, considering their daughter died so many years ago?
They've had time to get over it.
Plus, we kind of want to know why our grandpa was storing that article about her.
Hmm.
Kid? Guess he found his mom.
In
No
hell.
I mean, for all we know, that kid was actually named Damien.
Mm-hmm.
That kid was named Stan.
She's been dead for 2 decades. I could try to find someone in her family, but I'll need a full name.
Okay, on that, we shall bring this recording session to a close. This has been Cappy Rain, Director's Cut. I have been the Raven, your host. Joining me has been J.K. Lantern.
I'm really digging this. I would... I like this kind of game.
StarprincessHLC.
Who finally got out of her phone.
Hey! And Sirat.
You need to show V that trick.
So next time, be good, be well. Don't sass policemen who are giving you tickets. You may have to deal with them later. So, later folks.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.